Welcome back, everybody, to a new Mr. Ferguson video. I appreciate you checking in on this special edition. Just look at this thick, luscious lawn. It's not mine, it's my neighbor, Mr. Billy's down the street, so let's see what he's doing to be successful. What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for joining me for this special edition midweek quickie. If you're brand new to the channel, if you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you anything. It's free. I know every YouTuber says that. If you like to, hit it. If not, it will be just fine. But typically on Wednesdays, we do a devotional type 8 to 10 minute video. But this is going to be a special one today about lawn care. Mondays and Fridays are the videos I make for lawn care specifically, but today is a special video, as I mentioned, so thank you for tuning in. I am not a professional. I never worked in lawn care, just a regular DIY guy that has come out. So I need to turn their alarm off. I'm just a regular DIYer that wants to have a nice looking lawn, and we've been pretty successful. And in this video, what I want to do is I had one more neighbor. His name is Mr. Billy. He lives down the street, and I did a little bit of filming for his yard, but it would have made the video a little bit too long, so I decided just to move him into today. And he came out, talked a little bit about his yard, and we'll play that here in just a second, show you his lawn, and then I can show you yesterday I actually did a cut in my lawn, and I have a little bit of an update to my own yard. So we'll get into that after we deal with Mr. Billy and show you what he's working with down the street. So without further ado, let's walk down the street. Let's show you what I filmed this past Saturday with Mr. Billy. All right, so go for it, whatever you want to share.
Yeah, so this yard was established probably a month and a half ago. I aerated around the beginning of September. Probably the first weekend in September is whenever I first aerated it.
Right.
I went in, obviously dethatched prior. Really didn't dethatch as much as I could have. I just did one pass, and it was so dead and so long that it really got up the majority of it, and I wanted some of that grass seed to be able to stick to the ground. Right. In the front yard here, actually I brought my varieties. So in the front yard, I planted a Valkyrie LS, Screamer LS, and Avenger 3. I actually used up the whole 25-pound bag. Excuse me, I think it was actually a 45-pound bag in the front. And then in the back, I used a Turf Gym made by TMI. It's actually the same grass variety that Ryan Knorr planted in his backyard. Awesome. And that's 4th Millennium, Traverse 2, and Rambler 2. So all the varieties are, 6.0 plus on the NE or the NTEP. As far as my fertilizing schedule, I use just straight 4800 urea, and I apply a ½ pound every 2 weeks. Nice. I did go with diammonium phosphate. It's a 18460, and I'm putting down 3/4 pound twice this fall, and maybe once more in the spring, just based on my soil report. That's what I needed to do. The pH was all right. It was like sitting around 6.3 average between the front and the back. So I went ahead and put down 10 pounds per 1,000 just to be safe and give me some sort of buffer. There are a couple of spots. There's a bright green spot there, and the one on the hill here that probably could use just a little touch of lime. But other than that, I'm not going to lime the yard again for a long time. And then after I put the seed down, I also treated it with mesotrione. Nice. I am seeing some weeds pop up, and I'm not sure if I'm going to mess with the weeds. I'm just going to focus on getting my yard really thick this fall and keep treating it with nitrogen, and then worry about that in the spring. I'll let the frost kill it off. So I have stakes in my yard because I have, well, obviously I'm right here on the corner of the cul-de-sac, and people like to run the stop sign, and they love running over the green grass. It's their hobby. And so whether it's delivery drivers or neighbors, I'm not sure, they would just cut straight through. So that was one set of tracks here, all around the stop sign right here. They ran it all over, but there is a spot in particular right up here where somebody almost got stuck in my yard. You can't hardly tell it's there anymore because I came back and put more seed in it, but that's it right there.
Well, this is Mr. Billy that I've mentioned. Thank you so much, man. The yard is looking awesome. I'm just impressed with his seed. So thank you so much for letting us show it off here on the camera.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
So I hope you enjoyed seeing another lawn that is just, his yard just looks great. I mean, there's no denying. The fact that he had a car drive through that corner area and he's already put seed and planted, and it's come back and you can't even tell. Absolutely spectacular. So I hope you enjoyed seeing his lawn. I want to show you some things in my lawn before we get out of here and quickly show you the mow. I did a left to right mow on it with the striper. It's looking great. You can't see it here unless I do the magic turn. Oh, look at that. There they are. So, but there's the stripes, but I want to update you back behind me. So let's get into looking at my lawn real fast. Down here in Struggleville, this is what I call Struggleville right here. There is still some baby grass. I feel like it has gotten a little better. Let me know in the comments if you can tell. But to me, it looks like it's gotten a little bit better. But you can see the striping that we did, and of course the sun's not completely up yet. But man, I think it was a pleasure. This was way more fun to mow. I'll say that it was way more fun to stripe this grass yesterday, and I did it late afternoon around 3 o'clock. But everything is, you notice the area by the tree down here, it is filling in. It's not filling in as fast as I would like for it to, but it is filling in down there. So the areas, the update is, these areas that we've talked about in the past, they are actually filling in. I can tell definitely right there in front of the swing set, you can see green there now. It's not bare dirt. Over here on the bank in the back where we've talked about, it's beginning to fill in. All that GCI seed and some of the even dense shade mix seems to be coming back to life. So what that tells me is, number one, the seed is growing in. That's helping. But I also think that that shot of grub killer, bifin, and propiconazole, you know, from all three of those, I really think maybe the bifin has helped keep off some of the bugs, maybe, because man, I'm telling you what, with the flagship, the slow release portion, I believe, is starting to come out in the nitrogen in the lawn. The color is looking just fantastic. The cut that I did, I'm normally, people are always asking how high am I cutting it. I'm not on the highest setting on my mower right now, but the lower setting. To me, I like to play around at this time of year because it's cold. It's not hot. I'm not putting it under stress. The heat is not stressing it. So I like to play with the height of cut. So I'm one below the highest setting, which is just under 4 inches. But you can see, man, it looks spectacular. Look at it, guys. I'm so thrilled. This area, I think it's starting to come back. I may need to sprinkle some seed here, but we are supposed to get some 30s coming in soon, and that kind of, you know, worries me. I don't know if I should or not, but you can see the rest of it. All the bare areas that we've talked about, that I've been stressed out about, is finally coming in, and you can see it. It's still young, it's still growing in, but the more you cut, the more those roots expand, and that's why we say it's getting thicker. Here's the evidence of that. It is getting thicker. I just got impatient, I believe. So even down here, it does look better here than it has. It's still a little bare down there. Don't let it fool you. The camera angle may be fooling a little bit, but man, it is awesome. So I just wanted to give you that little update. I'll show you the front mow just really fast of how that progress is coming, but super thrilled on how it's looking. This is the stripes that I've missed, and so what a pleasure it was to mow back here yesterday. So clearly, being we cut left to right, which I did down the whole side here, you can see some of the old stripes there vaguely. So they're kind of hanging on, but man, just, I hope the camera captures the color. It just, the flagship, I know some people, they don't like it. Some people talk down about flagship. I personally like it. 25% of the flagship is slow release. Keep that in mind. So it's slowly releasing some 25% of nitrogen into our lawn. The rest of it is readily available. So it's just looking spectacular right now. I even did the bank up and down here. So I don't know if you can tell because of the position of the sun, But you know, the edging, I just think that edger, you know, for a 25, what I say, $50 edger weed eater, it looks great. But man, I'm just thrilled to death on the color. And here's the front yard now that we do have some sun. Sorry for my shadow if it's in the way, but there you go. The front yard also definitely filling in awesomely. I mean, just looking great. And so mowing it yesterday, total enjoying the mow. That was an enjoy the mow. The first striping, not so much. This one, definitely enjoyed this mow way more. So the bank coming in great. There is still one spot way down here by the mailbox, by the neighbors, by Mr. Brandon, that is still slow to come in. But we all remember this area right here in front of the tree. It's coming in. It's starting to bring my ring back of grass around the tree here in the mulch. So man, it is just pleasing me. Total thrill, happy camper. All of you that's like, oh, Mr. Ferguson, you're good, it'll come back. I'm feeling like, okay, I'm feeling a little confident in what you guys said. I believe you now. And so I'm thrilled. So just wanted to show you that little update. Things are looking fabulous. So there you go. There's a little update on the neighbors. Now that is crazy. There we go. There's a little update on the neighbors. That's a little update on what my lawn is looking like. I'm thrilled that it is coming in. This is the fall lawn that I love. It's looking, it is looking the best it's looked in several months. I can surely say that to you, and hopefully it relays that on camera. But also Mr. Billy's lawn is looking great. Mr. Charles, they cut. Him and Mr. Brandon cut after filming. Mr. Kevin cut last night, and their yards are looking great. And I truly hope it's relaying in the video as well, that I truly am proud of these guys. You know, Mr. Brandon, this is his first year. Charles and Kevin, this is their second year. So they're learning as they're going through their lawn journey, and I just want to help them the best I can, but not do it for them, because the fun and the thrill is when you do it and you're like, man, look at that. I did that. I created that. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, that you made it look so beautiful. Thank you guys so much for stopping by for this video, for checking out my neighbors' lawns, for checking out this update about my lawn. I hope it's been entertaining to you. We'll get back to the regular midweek quickie videos next Wednesday, but I hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you on Friday with another lawn care video. We'll check you out then. God bless. See you.